Hey, this is Rob Bone, Red Alert Baseball here. Going to talk a little bit about tipping pitches, specifically the catcher setup. This will be some great information for you coaches out there, catchers, and also for the hitters if you're really trying to find the next edge in hitting. Look, a lot of times when we talk about tipping pitches, the first thing we go is we go straight to the mound. We're going to look for the pitcher's glove. We're going to look for his finger. We're going to look for a pace, facial gestures. We can go on and on. But a lot of times, a smart team, they simply just go right behind the plate. They'll watch to see the catcher calls pitch, and then they'll see his setup. More times than not, a catcher can tip pitches just as much as a pitcher does by the way he sets up for a specific pitch. Specifically, when I call a curveball, I go left-right every single time I have a curveball coming up. Or a fastball in, I kind of back up and then I move into the right. Look, baseball is all about trying to decipher patterns and tendencies. Catchers fall victim to this all the time, and I've had this during my career. A lot of times we try to get lazy. We got a hot game, we got a hot day, we got a long game, and we start doing the same thing over and over and over again. But we really need to stick on it. Hitting's all about disrupting timing. Hitting is all about trying to find as much information I can to try to figure out what the pitch is coming. Now, if the opposition is relaying signs to the hitter just because of me as a catcher, I'm tipping pitches, I'm not going to be disrupting that timing very much because he knows what's coming. So what I want to do is I need to try to deke him into thinking that certain pitch may be coming. How do I do this? Now, all it is just thinking about it a little bit more. And I know for me, as I call a curveball, if I'm always going left, right, every once in a while I need to mix it up. I need to go right, left. I need to hop into my position. For a fastball in, if I'm always backing up and then going in, I may preset back a little bit in my signal stance and then just move into the right or move into the left. The other big one we got to worry about is how a pitcher likes to set up. Does he like it early or does he like it late? Again, we need to make sure that we're comfortable with the pitcher on what he likes. We can't do something if he doesn't like it, then he won't be able to pitch very well. So if he likes to set up early, that's when we've really got to focus. We've got to switch it up a lot and make sure our pattern and tendency is not the same. Now, if he likes to set up late, that kind of curves it a little bit because the opposition really can't yell at it when the pitcher's in the motion and I'm moving inside. Now, however, what he can do is if I've got a pre-called pitch where he's going to throw over or do an inside move, a very good hitter may try to take a peek back to see where he was set up in that throw over, to see if he was inside or he's outside. Again, we need to try to keep on our toes, make sure that hitter is guessing all the time up there and try to disrupt that timing. How do we go about it? Is if I know that pitcher is going to throw over, I don't want to always set up in the same spot where that pitcher is going to have that pitch call. Specifically, if I was throwing inside, I don't want to always set up inside. I'm going to call a pitch and I'm going to set up outside. Or I may just call a pitch and I may just stay right there in my signal stance. I need to change it up every single time. This game, like I said, it's all about patterns and tendencies and figuring out that pattern. Us as a catcher, we need to be the smartest one out there on the field, and we need to realize that sometimes that opposition is pretty smart and they're looking for a way to get an edge. So again, in review, patterns and tendencies, don't fall victim to it. Make sure we're switching up our setups. Don't fall into left-right on a curveball every single time. Do right-left or do the hop or just move right and move left on inside and outside pitches where I don't have to back up. Making sure where our game is taken to the next level, we're keeping that mental edge. Implement this into your game now and watch the opposition start having problems when they start looking back. They think one pitch is coming and all of a sudden they have another one coming. Until then, keep up the mental edge.